I ain't telling you. I'm gloving up this time. You see all this? And then there's going to be more I put on too, because I'm going to show you what she does. Okay, she is meaner than this junkyard dog, I'm telling you. When I put my hand in here, she is attacking. And I'm going to be nice to her and try to talk to her. Look how I'm gloved up. You see all this? I got a sock I cut out over my glove on my shirt, because where she got me before was right at my wrist, which could have been real ugly, I guess, but she didn't bite deep enough to do that. But it still hurt and scared the crap out of me. But here we go. She didn't bite me that time. Nope, there she is. She jumps. It's okay. Oh, she growled at me that time. See that? She is mean as hell. She tried to bite me. If I didn't have those gloves on, she would have bit me. Calm down, buddy. Needless to say, I don't know what I'm going to do with this rabbit. I can't even get her out of the cage to put her with a buck. And look, she's out of breath. I think I scare her. I've never done anything to hurt the rabbit. So what I think I'm going to do is come out every day and try to pet her and talk to her. And I don't know. She is a trip. I put that big piece of tube in there. It's a real thick piece that like a linoleum comes on to give her something to chew on other than my hand. She is she's just a real mean, badass rabbit. How are you supposed to have kits if you're that mean, little girl? I can't even get her to check her. Yeah. She don't like me leaning on this cage. You know, this is a cage update too. This is that cage material I bought. It's what it looked like when it was done. It opens. I wanted the big hole. Oh, that's something too. I researched videos on how to tame rabbits, how to calm them down. And the only video I found was one. That's why I'm looking at her hind feet to see if maybe she had sores or something. She don't look like it. But anyway, the one video I saw, the lady said, first of all, put your hands in from the side, because of the way they see. When they see something coming dead at their face, I guess they got, because they only see from left to right and they don't have straight on the head vision. It's frightening for them. I said, okay, I can handle that. Next thing the woman says, put your head in first. I don't know what school she went to, but my head's not going in there with this rabbit. Not first. And I cracked up with that. Put your head in first. My head's not going in a cage with a mean-ass rabbit. This rabbit's mean. And I don't know why she's mean. I have no idea. This rabbit over here, let me lock up the... She doesn't, well, she hasn't so far. She might take lessons from this other one next door to her. I don't know. She's still got little feet in there. She's not as aggressive as the other one. She's not overly friendly. Okay. But she does let me pet her. I don't know what that was about. You're okay. Look at her spots. She's got ticking, and then she's got these spots like that. Kind of different. Anyway, that's what she does. Maybe my goats bother them. I don't know. Her I could probably deal with when she has babies. But that other one, I'm afraid to breed her. I'm afraid that, first of all, getting her out of there and getting her into a cage with a buck is going to be a real issue. And it's going to be a while before I can get her tamed down, if I can get her tamed down at all. I don't know. I'm hoping Jay Ford can have some really good suggestions, and I can maybe work with getting her tamed down. So anyway, Jay Ford and at Grace Hollow Laboratory, I'm wanting some suggestions from her. Worm Getter, if you're watching this, or Jay Null and Buck Run 11. All y'all that have rabbits. Buck Run, I think you probably just dispatched the rabbit, I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I want to not do that if I don't have to. Because I feel like this kind of behavior is learned behavior. She wasn't always like this. She's only been like this for the last couple weeks. Only thing I know that could have really pissed her off was if my goats butted the old cage or something and just made her aggressive. I don't know. But she certainly means business. She used to let me pet her. And I put the feeder on the inside of this cage on purpose because I want her to get used to me coming in and out of that cage. And when I realized it was going to be an issue, I moved it to the inside because that way I'm opening the cage and going in there every day, maybe a couple times a day, and getting her used to the idea of me being in that cage with her. Yeah, I mean, that's why I have her as the breeder. So I'm hoping to change this. I don't know. If y'all have suggestions on this, please help, because I don't know what to do with her other than to keep working with her. I have a buck in there that was ornery. He wasn't like this one though. I mean, all he did was kick some and scare you. But this one here lunges at you and bites you. I mean, I have leather gloves on, and she was trying to bite me through the leather gloves and stuff. I don't know how I'm going to get her out of there to get to a buck if I was to, change her to put her in a buck's cage. But that buck, I put him inside with me in a smaller cage, and I mess with him throughout the day. And he's real nice now. I can pick him up. You can't hug on him. At least I hadn't tried, but you can't hug on him or nothing like that. But I can pick him up, and when I pet him, he actually wants more, pet it some more. And whereas before he didn't want anybody to touch him. But this one here is 10 times worse than he was. And the only thing I know to do is maybe put her inside that small cage and try to do the same thing with her. And I'm halfway scared to put her in if I was to open it and she got loose. Can you imagine trying to catch a wildcat? She'd be running around the house, hissing and groaning and spitting and biting and carrying on. I guess I'd have to kill her then. I don't know. And But she's a mean. She's mean. And I think she's a pretty rabbit. I mean, I think she's got good qualities about her, except for that. You know, and I'm no expert, but she's a trip. She don't mind eating the food I give her, does she? Anyway, these are those cages made out of that cage material that I did an earlier video on. This is the first cage, and it's not going to be a permanent cage for them because I didn't like how their little toes fit through this. It fits through these grooves here, and I couldn't get anybody to answer what to do about it. And the old lady I talked to is 80 years old. That no, she told me to put chicken wire in the bottom of it, so I did. And I fastened it down where it's flat, and there's none of it sticking up. But I don't like that, so what I'm going to do is take the bottom off and replace it with 1/2 inch by 1 inch wire, and the bottom will just be regular, you know, rabbit cage wire, and the tops will be this wire. That's how I'm going to handle that. So, because these cages will last forever. I mean, it'll last beyond me raising rabbits. I really like them a lot, and there's room in there. I made the doors big enough to where boxes can go in and out, and I have to work on the locks. I'm pretty anal about the locks. I am paranoid about something getting in there with my rabbits and killing them without me knowing about it. See how she's sitting right there? I'm concerned she might have a sore on her belly, and I can't see it to even see if she has sore hocks. It doesn't look like she does to me, not looking at the backs of them like that. I think I'm gonna put a board in there anyway. See how she does. So anyway, if you have suggestions, put them down below, and trust me, I will read and respond to every one of them because I'm lost at what to do with her. I don't know what to do with her. She don't seem to have any sores. I mean, she doesn't seem to favor one side or the other. She lays down like any rabbit would do, I think. I think I'm going to put a shelf across the back that allows them to crawl up on it. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to where they get more exercise. Because they're pretty tall cages. They're 27 inches. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm really liking the cage material. It's working out well. I need to do something about the locks. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Oh, I even put a bungee cord across them to keep them being able to be open because I don't want to come out here and find blood all over the place. And if I do, it's not going to be because I didn't try to keep them safe. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. See the spots on the black one? She's got like spots within her black spots. Her black spots are black, and the rest of them are ticking. You know, she's marked like a cow. She's a chocolate bunny rabbit. So there we go.